Hello, Twin Flames. I just really wanted to start by saying that first, I apologize for my last video getting cut off the way that it did. Um, but I want to get back to where I left off on my story. Um, with the struggle throughout this journey. I don't know if you guys can hear Lloyd's song in the background, TRU. I love this song. Um, it reminds me so much of my mate and how I feel like he's dealing with a lot of the indifferences, the insecurities, thinking that he's probably not enough. Um, and the different changes that he's probably going through. I'm not certain that that's what it's going through, but I still from time to time listen to our daily horoscopes just to see. And from his sign, according to his sign, he's going through quite a bit. And there's not anything that I can do about that. Um, Before we got into our separation, I used to send him daily words, gospel words, or scriptures that I would read or see. Um, and when he initially started going through his divorce, I was very supportive, keeping him enlightened and, encourage him to read his Bible and go to church and pray and meditate, to help him get through the different things that he was going through. And it would seem like from time to time, no, I'm kind of all over the place jumping because all this is still new to me. I'm just wanting to get my story out to you guys, hoping that I can help someone. Um, but man, so much. It seemed like when I was having my lowest moments, he was nowhere to be found. Or I would text him with all that emotional humbug and he wouldn't respond. And I'm like, what the hell? I've been very supportive to you, and here you just leave me out here in the cold. And that's just something that the males do, or, the male energy in this relationship. And I still continue to love him. And then one day I just got really upset with him, and I just texted him, you know what? Go ahead and do you. I'll leave a space for you in my heart. And he texted me back, thank you. But unfortunately, as twin flames do, we came into communication after 4 months of not talking, and then we had our little rendezvous, our moments, and then we go back into separation, and then he comes back in, he goes back out. Um, we did that several times, and then um, just here about, I say in August. Here, sorry about the interruption. Here in August, you know, we went back into separation again, and it's been hard. A lot of emotional ups and downs, and me not quite understanding why he does the things that he does. But I kept steadfast and moving forward, with my karmic relationships and my day to day, and just kind of, put in the back that, hey, he'll come around when he's ready. Um, it's tough, but I listen to music to help me heal. I found myself starting other hobbies and kind of finishing out some things that I needed to get done. And like in Proverbs 31, the good wife, I'm steadily continue to build my home, my foundation for my twin. Whenever he decides he wants to come in and get ready to be in union with me, I'm not going to force it. Anytime you force something, it never works out quite that way. And, we can't say, oh, I want him to love me first, or I want him to come in and apologize, and I want him to be this strange person and come up with different scenarios on how it should go, instead of us just, letting things just, come into play as they should. And that's kind of what I've been doing. I've just been letting things come into play as they should. And if I hear from him, I hear from him, and if I don't, I don't. It's just one of those things. Again, it's hurtful. It's not easy. Um, but that's something that I've come to terms with. Um, Another thing I kind of wanted to share was how we came back into union in 2015, how things worked and played out. He found, well, I believe I called him or he called me. I don't remember exactly how it went down. And we were so happy to see each other. And on that night, we hugged each other, embraced each other. And I recall it being a full moon. And we went hot and heavy again for about 4 or 5 months, and then it got cold again. And right before it got cold again, when he decided to go off and do something different, the last thing I actually remember is the last time we were together, where it was happy and blissful and love. We can feel the emotions, and he claimed me and I claimed him, and you know all I can remember is him kissing me on my forehead, and again, it being a full moon. Nighttime, full moon, kissing me on my forehead, telling me I've done everything right that I was supposed to do. But he knows deep down inside that he had other things, and this was before he got his divorce. He knew that we couldn't be together in that light. It was something that we both were hoping and praying for, pulling for. But he had his karmic relationship and his marriage. I had my karmic relationship, and we were actually robbing our karmic mate and not respecting them. Not, and he still isn't. I don't think he's still awake that I am his twin flame. I don't know. He's never admitted it. I mean, he asks me strange off the wall questions like out of the blue and never responds when I ask him why he asks those questions. Um, like, is he enough for me, sexually, he makes he asks little questions about me that he wants to know, but yet he still doesn't say how he feels or what he thinks. And the words "I love you" has never just really been in his vocabulary. I care about you, you're my baby, you're my woman, things of that nature. He say things like that, or I've been really thinking about you, or you know, I get a lot of those "Can I see you" text messages, and after we're together, I don't hear from him, and it's kind of like being treated like a booty call. But deep down inside, that's not what you are, because they continue to come back and back and back, regardless of how many times they come in and out. And it's not like it's a draining feeling afterwards. It's like, okay, he decided he didn't want to call me. Oh well, I'm still very energetic, and happy, blissful. It's like, okay, I know he's doing that, and we all go through that. We have our moments when we hurt, and we have our moments when we're happy. And I've learned to take in all the happy moments that I can get. Um, I try not to allow them to stay that way. Excuse me. I try not to allow them to stay that way in deep depression, all sad, boo-hooing. When I get to feeling like that, I light me a candle, burn me some incense, I pray to God, get on my knees or walk through my house and pray and chant out little scriptures. And one of my favorites is one of the ones that is being displayed on my screen right now. And if you can see it, if it's not too blurry, it says, "Our love. Love is patient and kind. Love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstance. Love," let's see what that says. "Love will last forever." 1 Corinthians 13:4, 7 and 8. So that's one of my favorite ones. And then I have the little yellow crystal heart, if you can see, hanging within the heart. And that's something that that was actually a gift to me from my karmic partner. And it's always resonated with me. And that's something else I want to share. If you just think about if you know who your twin flame is, and you've met them and been with them, you kind of know the different things that you can feel in regards to your twin flame. When you see certain things, if it reminds you of them or make you think about them, that is your twin flame. I've been in denial. I've had moments like, no, girl, stop. He is not your twin flame. He's somebody else, you know. And those were the doubts and fears that the devil was putting in my head, that making me feel like I don't deserve love or I'm not lovable. And that's not something that anyone should feel. We all have somebody out there for us. We have a lot of karmic relationships, a lot of soulmates, but I believe we only have one twin flame. But I'm going to end this video here because of interruptions, and you guys have a blessed and loving day. All right. Love you.